It's Christmas in less than 2 weeks. Man, it's been another hell of a year. This might be my second last MMO news video of 2018, so I better make it count. We got some interesting news this week, so sit back, put on the Christmas music, and let's power through this. You probably have a recollection of me mentioning Blade & Soul Revolution a few weeks ago. It's a mobile port of the popular PC title Blade & Soul. Well, if you're interested, then I figure it's worth noting that Blade & Soul Revolution has officially launched in South Korea. Not only did it launch back on December 6th, but it topped the highest grossing free-to-play games list on iOS within 24 hours of its launch. It has held that title for the last 8 days, beating out games like Lineage 2 Revolution and even Black Desert Mobile. It is doing so well, in fact, that Netmarble, the developer, had to expand the server capacity 4 times thus far to attempt to accommodate all the new players rushing into the game. Netmarble have promised that Blade & Soul Revolution would be a faithful spin-off of the original PC title, meaning that combat, story, and established characters would remain a focal point. Do note, though, that the game only has access to 4 playable races and classes at present. However, additional ones are supposedly being planned for future introduction. WIGGY actually just did a video on Rohan Blood Feud, so I guess it's a little unusual for me. Regardless though, Rohan is actually launching its Behold the Abyss expansion on December 18th. This is surprising to me because the game is well over a decade old now, and I wasn't even aware it was populated enough to warrant an expansion. The expansion brings with it various new zones, gear, world bosses, monster types, and special winter events. So, if you're interested in what you're seeing there, go check out WIGGY's video on it posted a couple days ago. Funcom, the team behind Conan Exiles, have announced that they have a new DLC for players to purchase, The Seekers of the Dawn. The DLC focuses on Yamatai, a Japanese-inspired Eastern kingdom, and runs at $10 on Steam right now. Additionally, they noted that they were making an effort to combat exploits, improve optimization, and adjust the terrible AI in-game that players continue to complain about. It's good to see that Funcom are actually attempting to fix issues, if only a few. For players interested in the upcoming MMORPG Crowfall, you might be excited to learn that every backer right now has access to the public test server, providing players the ability to experience various continents, capturable territory, building, PvP seasons, and more. Granted, it is still in pre-alpha state, so do make sure to keep this in mind when jumping into the game to try it out. Crowfall is likely to be, in this current state, a buggy mess, but, it should still provide a semblance of what the game will be like. Since we're on the topic of pre-alphas, the team behind Pantheon revealed that they were bringing together the full Pantheon experience in what they are dubbing Project Fairthale. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a full, complete, explorable world. Now, what this project will show us is, for the very first time, the full, complete world of Pantheon, not fragmented in any form. There have been plenty of updates, there's been plenty of the game shown off over the course of the year, but now we get to see what the game really has to offer in terms of a large open world setting. In preparation for Final Fantasy XIV's upcoming Shadowbringers expansion launching in summer 2019, Square Enix, the team behind the popular MMO, have unveiled not only the website for the upcoming pre-patch 4.5, but also revealed some of what's to be expected. The patch introduces the new Blue Mage job for players to level up before the expansion hits, a continuation of the incredibly addictive story, and a new dungeon. Although not much else has really been revealed as of yet, mostly just small teases here and there. Naoki Yoshida will likely reveal additional information on December 21st when the next live letter is released. This is very exciting news, as I am a huge Final Fantasy XIV fan and a huge Final Fantasy fan overall, and cannot wait for Shadowbringers to hit. The last time we spoke about Gamigo and the games they publish, I guess I kind of expressed my distaste and concern for not only the future of their games, but also the company itself, since they seem to only want to purchase publishing rights to MMOs that are on the brink of death. It's, I guess, reassuring to know that their games are not yet dead. One game in specific, though, that I would like to single out is ArcheAge. A lot of eyes have been on them since Gamigo purchased the game from Tryon, and it seems as though they're not really all that interested in doing anything new or exciting. Snowball fights and a bunch of packs that you can buy in the store. Yeah. Whereas the private server alternative, ArcheRage, where both Wiggy and I actually play along with a large portion of the ArcheAge community, are doing something much larger. Lots of PvE activities, free daily in-game presence, snowman building, Christmas blessing, snowball fights, outfits, and there's just a ton more in-game goodies all around. I guess it's always pleasantly surprising seeing people that actually care about their game, even if it's just in the form of a private server. Studio Wildcard announced earlier this month that a new pirate-themed MMO was under development, a pirate-themed MMO that can hold up to 40,000 concurrent players, no less. For those of you unaware, Studio Wildcard is known for their highly successful, if not terribly buggy, survival game Ark Survival Evolved, released back on August 29, 2017. Atlas had been slated for a launch on a Steam in early access on December 13th, but has since been delayed until December 19th. Now, if Ark and this delay are anything to go off of, then this slate delay is far from the worst thing that could have happened, what with the plethora of issues Ark had and still currently has. It's a vast virtual world out there across the Atlas, and the team's going to use the extra time to review every portion of it thoroughly they wrote on Steam. We're sorry about the delay, and we know how much everyone's looking forward to establishing their empires. The MMO is being touted as an MMO on the grandest scale, offering players a world 1,200 times larger than Ark's, allowing players to explore every inch of the globe simultaneously. The game, much like Ark, will support an official server and modded servers for players that would prefer to not play alongside large numbers of other players. In Atlas, players will be able to fully construct their very own ship, plank by plank, captain your own crew comprised of other players or AI-controlled NPCs, engage in PvP, master a large selection of skills and disciplines, claim territories, and even tame creatures. I will say that I am, very excited, but at the same time, I am going to personally remain very cautious because I know how this could turn out. The team behind the incredibly popular Monster Hunter World have surprised fans via Twitter with the announcement that they would be releasing an expansion of monstrous proportions titled Monster Hunter World Iceborne during the fall of 2019. They have yet to release much in the way of additional information pertaining to what will actually be included in the expansion, and given that the game is a long ways off yet, we have plenty of time to wait before we're likely to get such information. But we can confirm that it will include some brand new story, new monsters, equipment, moves, and locales. We all knew we'd be getting additional content, but I doubt many of you knew that it would be on, such a large scale. Okay, so this one is one I've been pestered to talk about for the last 2 weeks now. Over the last several months, Intrepid Studios, the team behind the upcoming MMORPG Ashes of Creation, wanted to run a live test on their game, so they brainstormed a small-scale Battle Royale mode for players to participate in. They didn't really have any plan that I'm aware of making this Battle Royale mode into its own separate game. It was merely a stress test for both the combat, the gameplay, and PvP in preparation of their inevitable launch. However, the mode achieved such popularity that Intrepid Studios decided it should be made into its own standalone game. They have titled this new Battle Royale game Ashes of Creation Apocalypse. Intrepid have plans to release Apocalypse on December 18th as a free-to-play Battle Royale that will have purchasable cosmetic items from the cash shop available to players. They stated that Apocalypse is a new competitive game linked directly to Ashes of Creation's world. It'll pit 100 players against one another in a large instance Battle Royale mode, with plans of increasing that up to a maximum of 200 players in future castle sieges. It seems as though Apocalypse has taken precedence for them as it's the fastest moneymaker for Intrepid right now, but I don't see this as them abandoning the Ashes of Creation MMO. Some people believe as such, having already requested refunds from their pledges. While I feel like this never should have been a focus for the company, I do understand that companies want to make money, and getting this out there is the easiest way for them to do so. All we can do is hope, that this new Battle Royale mode doesn't really delay the MMO itself too much. Now, don't forget that it is almost Christmas, so if you haven't already, make sure to jump into your favorite MMO and participate in the Christmas activities. Most MMOs are doing them, and that pretty much wraps up this week in MMO news. I'm sure there's something I missed somewhere, but this is all the news that I personally witnessed and experienced this week, which, actually wasn't that bad. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing to my channel over here, checking out another video, or following both Wiggy and I on Twitter at ByteSticks and ByteWiggy to just chat or hang out.